Hello Pipe community, I'm Leo and the channel is Lutrasaurus. I've had the opportunity to work with my friend George, who's an antiques dealer off and on, for 15 years. And one of the things we've discussed is the value of an item. A Morgan silver dollar has value based on the scrap metal value of a silver just on its own, but the condition of a Morgan silver dollar, where it was stamped and everything, can add value to a coin collector. So the value, but it always has the silver value. Now, old pair of boots are just an old run-down pair of boots, but you can add value or have meaning to it based on the context. If those boots were worn by your grandfather and you used to tag along with him while he did chores when you were a little kid, they have sentimental value. So they have no necessarily monetary value, but they have value. Now, you could have a dirty old pair of boots like that, and they can have historical value. And where that comes in, usually with historical pieces, or something like that, is what they call provenance. Provenance is something that gives evidence towards to the context of that item, like a historical context. That dirty pair of old boots, you can say it belonged to someone, but with provenance, you can reinforce that statement. A dirty old pair of boots, they could have been owned by Teddy Roosevelt. And if you have a picture of him with the Rough Riders during the Spanish-American War wearing those boots, or a letter from him giving it away, or a family member of his giving them away to someone who would have known him or whatever for a sentimental reason, that is provenance. That gives you something to go on the connection there. I bring all this up because I got a chance to buy a pipe from Harriet Herfer. And this is a pretty big box for a pipe, but this is what it came in. And I wanted to go share this box with you. I got a sis note. It's from her and both the Herfers, so I think she wrote it, but it's signed by both of them. And she said she was going to throw some samples in, and I read this statement in this note. I started looking a bit deeper and found a couple more samples for you to try. Take care. What she had told me she was going to give me was incredibly generous in the beginning, so I'm a little nervous on what all I'm going to have in here. I think you might see me fist pump or something. But getting back to the pipe. The reason this pipe isn't just a monetary value, it has a sentimental or historical value, is this pipe belonged to Danny Shore. A T.Cristiano, bent Dublin. It in itself is an incredibly beautiful pipe. I not having any context, I would have loved having this pipe. But I'm going to have even more value in this pipe because of who owned it. I had no personal relationship with Danny Shore. I only first found out about Danny when someone in the community said they were going to start working on the book project, the book reading project of his. And that's when I started learning about who he was. And I found more and more people were involved in this and people who were talking about him. So I did subscribe to his channel. I got to see, I would think is his last video on the channel. But this has value to me because of all the love and respect I had seen reflected in the people he touched in the community. This to me is historical. It's sentimental, not in a regular sense, since I have no direct contact with him, but to see the impact he had on other people's and the joy. I wanted this pipe. I'm going to pause the video so I can pack it and we can smoke it. So this is my pipe for Danny. In the spirit of his generosity, I'm now going to look at the tobacco that Harriet sent me. Okay, first thing out of the box, pipe cleaners. Never can have too many pipe cleaners. I should mention I'm smoking 4th generation Family Reserve. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this pipe down. HH, Old Dark Fired. Esoterica Stonehaven. I've never had the Dark Fired either, but Esoterica, I've only found Margate so far, so Stonehaven, excellent. Sweet Cask, Hearth at Home. Savinelli Bruno Flake. I hope I'm conveying the appreciation I have, Harriet. Oh my! Oh, look at that, Esoterica Penzance. I wish it was more. I thought we smoked the last bowl. Harriet, I'll take it. Thank you. Vulcan Sobrani. Oh, Sleepy Hollow. Everyone's just started to talk about Sleepy Hollow already this year. Esoterica Blackpool. I think I'm getting overwhelmed. Oh my God. McClellan 40th anniversary. Someone's got to stop cutting onions in the room. I thought I was going to cry talking about Danny. Esoterica Pembroke. Esoterica and So to Bed. Another bag. Captain Black Pipe Tobacco Gold. Captain Black original. Thank you, Harriet. I have not smoked any of these. I don't have any of these until now. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you about the pipe. And I hope to do you and Danny right by being generous to the community. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. Have a good day. Have a good night, whatever the case may be. I'll see you next time.